All right. We are live. So normally I was going live like each week at a set time, but I decided I'm really just gonna go live whenever I feel like going live because that's kind of what I wanted to do in the first place. Um, and also the past live streams that I've done, I didn't really have a topic. It was more just hang out and talk about self improvement. Um, but honestly, we can still talk about self improvement. You know, people can put their questions in or whatever if they want. But I do want to actually talk about a topic because I think it'll be more interesting. So basically, I'm going to be filming a video. Like I'm just gonna pretend this is a regular video, right? And yeah, so you guys will get like my raw opinions and thoughts, whatever. I also turned the chat on to everyone, not just subscribers. I haven't done that before. I don't know why I didn't. Um, but yeah, so we'll see if anyone comes in, starts watching. But either way, today's topic is how to get ahead of 99% of people before 2026. I just have a few notes written down on Notion here. And yeah, so I just made a video about this last night, and it's one of the longest videos on my channel actually, because it ended up being 18 minutes, 19 minutes. And yeah, I think it's something really important because maybe it's a little early to already talk about 2026. Maybe it seems a little early to talk about 2026. Um, but it really isn't because the people who start planning now for the next year, if they start improving themselves now and start making their habits better, start figuring out how to focus, they are going to be way ahead of the people who are saying right now, oh, we still have a bit of 2025 left. Um, I'm going to start this big goal, this dream that I have. I'm going to start in 2026 on January 1st. Um, Whereas some people already have their dreams and their goals, and they know that they have the time now. They have 3 months until 2026. They might as well um, start improving themselves. They might as well set themselves up for more success in 2026. Sorry, I have to sniffle a little bit because I was just sick recently. Really close to being better as I drink coffee, which I'm not sure is the best when you're sick, but whatever. But yeah, so it's September 29th. So basically, we have just a quarter left of the year. And like I've already mentioned in the past few minutes, I think it is a wise decision to try to improve yourself now. Try to work on your habits, get good habits now, um, so that you are already ahead of so many people. Um, and honestly, just ahead of yourself. Like you're ahead of who you would be if you didn't change anything now. And on January 1st, you're like, oh, I want to do all these goals and dreams. Um, but you still have the same habits and stuff, right? So instead, you will actually already be equipped with the habits and the skills to work on your goals and to actually achieve them in 2026. Um, this is something that I am constantly trying to do, honestly. I mean, even each month. But now that we're in the last quarter, I do really want to focus on a lot of my habits because, January 1st, it's a great date. Uh, you get motivated, 2026, new year, but you're still the same person. And I know that because I found that out over just the years that I've been in self improvement. And it's something really important that you need to realize. So yeah, what should you improve in the next 3 months? Well, of course, it depends and varies between people. It depends what you want to accomplish in the next year, right? But I think a few main things could be focus. all right? Improve your focus because focus applies to so many things, and you need focus for so many things. And most people are just scrolling on here for a long time, right? Each day, like 4 hours or whatever. And yeah, if you want to be ahead of most people, just figure out how to get your screen time down. Stop scrolling so much. I'm not going to be the person who's like, you should do social media detox or you should delete all your apps. I'm not going to say that because I don't even do that myself. Like, I actually have social media apps now. Um, I used to think like I was never going to have any of those things. I was like, I'm never gonna have TikTok, and now I have TikTok because I post my YouTube Shorts on there. For now, I'm not sure if it's actually good or not, um, because honestly, maybe maybe you do have to delete the apps, and this is kind of leading to a whole nother topic, which maybe is for another video. But if you are someone who has to delete the apps to stop scrolling on them, I think that shows that you do not have too much discipline or self-control, and that is something that needs to be worked on, right? Um, anyway, try to spend less time scrolling, spend less time ruining your focus in these next 3 months, because then on January 1st, when you're all motivated and you have your new goals and everything, you can actually uh, focus on them, right? You can actually get up each day and work towards them. So focus is definitely a big thing. Um, Habits is another thing. If you whether it be bad habits or good habits, try to minimize the bad habits and then maximize the good habits. Uh, Try to set good habits now that you would actually want to continue in 2026, because why bother saying like, oh, this is something I want to do, this is a good habit I want to have in 2026. Like, you're not going to stick to it in 2026 if you can't stick to it right now, right? It doesn't need to be January 1st. Um, uh, Come to think of it, should have told everyone in my Discord that I was going live. Let me just see if anyone's online. I don't know. But yeah, habits, focus. Um, Random side tangent. If anyone happens to be watching this, they happen to be like a YouTube creator, let me know if you have this problem. So, I have the YouTube app, right? I create my shorts on here, and what I wanted to do is go live on mobile, but I can't. And I don't know why, because I don't have any restrictions on live streaming. I'm literally live streaming right now. Um, Unless I'm restricted and I don't even know it. Like, there's zero people watching right now. So maybe YouTube's hiding my videos and they're not telling me. Who knows? Um, but anyway, yeah. So I'll open up the YouTube app, and you know, you press the plus button on the bottom, and then it goes to video, short, live, or post. So press on live, and then it shows this. Almost there. Try creating more shorts to reach 50 subscribers and unlock live streaming. But I have more than 50 subscribers. I have almost 800. Which, by the way, if you've been watching my content and enjoy it and you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe, because I'm trying to reach 1,000 by the end of 2025 this year. Anyway, so yeah, I have over 50 subscribers. And then I go to learn more, and says, okay, no restrictions on live streaming, verified phone number, which I did a long time ago. That's how I can live stream right now and also make videos longer than 15 minutes. So that's all done. The only other thing is there's this thing that's like you might have to wait 24 hours. But that's all I can find out about it. Like I don't know what that means. What does it mean wait 24 hours? Because I've had the app for a pretty good while now, like um a few weeks, right? I've had my YouTube channel for a few years or a couple years. Um I have over 50 subscribers. So like what 24 hours? Do I need the YouTube app open for 24 hours or something? Like I have no idea. So for now, I'm stuck with live streaming on here. Um which is fine, but like I've been on here 10 minutes, 0 people watching. And that's fine, right? But and I get that. And that's the thing because on if you're live streaming on a desktop and you're a small creator like I am, like you don't have a lot of an audience already, it's very unlikely that people are going to find your content, right? And that's why I wanted to do mobile because it's like in the shorts format. So, thousands, hundreds of thousands, maybe millions, I don't know, of people are literally scrolling through live streams, just like YouTube Shorts. Um, and that's why I wanted to do it on mobile. But I can't, and I don't know why it's not letting me do that. But yeah, if anyone happens to have that same problem and figured it out, let me know. Because I think it would be a lot better to live stream on mobile because people would probably find it more often, right? Anyway, back to the topic though, I guess. So yeah, focus, habits are those are the important things that you should try to improve for the next 3 months. That's what I'm gonna be doing. That's what I would advise you to do. Of course, do what you want, whatever. I'm just a 17-year-old kid in self improvement. But I mean, I guess like it should be pretty obvious, right? You can imagine that if you fixed let's say your habits, right? Let's say one of your habits was to um, get a certain amount of sleep each night. Let's say 8 hours, right? You want to get 8 hours of sleep each night, then you should try to make that a habit. Try to stick to that habit now. Because imagine if January 1st, everyone's saying they want to do these goals and these dreams, but they're still the same people. They still have bad habits. They're not disciplined. And here you are for the past 3 months or 2 months or 1 month, whatever it is, you've already been, getting full 8 hour sleeps. You're going to bed at the same time each night, waking up at the same time. Um, the reason I bring this example up, it just came to my head because I always struggle with my sleep schedule. I am not good at going to bed at the same time each night. It varies a lot. Then that varies when I wake up, and that just kind of messes up everything. But that's an example, right? A habit like that, you would be ahead of so many people if you can master it or almost master it. Obviously, no one's perfect, and also your habits are not going to be perfect. You're not going to have a perfect chain of, check marks, right? Uh, yeah. Anyway, this live stream and mobile thing is really annoying me because like I've gone on there. In fact, I can literally go on there right now. Go on there right now. You just have to go to like shorts, right? And then you press pause, and then it'll show like up on the top. Go live. And then there's just like a bunch of people who are live, right? So like that guy happens to be live right now, right? And I there's lots of small creators in here, and they get way more views, which I don't really care about the views. I care about the people who are watching that, right? Because there's so much more of a chance that you are going to see someone that you actually connect with, right? So there's so much more chance that people scrolling happen to hear what I'm saying, and they might actually like what I'm saying, subscribe. Maybe they'll be helped by whatever I'm saying, right? Um, that's why I want to do it on mobile. Let's see how many subscribers does this guy have? Okay, 4.3K subscribers, right? 4,000 subscribers. That's a pretty, I mean, that's a decent channel, but like it's kind of small, right? And yet his live stream right now, probably because it's sort of on mobile, is like pretty active. There's lots of people saying things. Looks like he's just talking about America or whatever. Um, like 154 people are watching right now, and that number changes a lot um, because of people scrolling and stuff. Da, 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 da. Okay, I found one with 3 people watching. Let's see how many subscribers this person has. 386 subscribers. So, see, so someone with 386 subscribers um, is live streaming on mobile, and that's that they can get more subscribers for. Okay, I don't know what this person's doing though because they have 1.1 thousand videos and only 386. What are they doing? Like I don't know. My YouTube channel is not good either. Like I've released so many videos in comparison to how many subscribers I have, right? But 1,000, that's crazy. But yeah, either way, um, there's a lot of small channels on here. This channel has 13,000 subscribers. Um, anyway, I'm kind of moving off topic now, just ranting about this. But yeah, I really want to go live on mobile. Because the thing about live streams on desktop, if you live stream on desktop, even if you put the chat to like anyone, YouTube's only going to recommend your live stream to your subscribers, which is great. I love my subscribers. That's great. But um, if you're a smaller creator, like I'm still a pretty small creator, there's there's a much less chance that someone happens to be on YouTube or wants to watch your video at that time or live stream or whatever, right? Whereas on mobile, you can find a lot of new viewers, new people, which I would like. That would be nice. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't really know what to do about that. Anyway, that was kind of a long rant, but I just wanted to rant about that because it's kind of annoying me right now. Yeah, 2026 is coming. I think this quarter is going to go by pretty fast. And yeah, I think if you just lock in for the next 3 months, fix your focus, fix your habits as much as you can, start better habits, replace old habits with new habits or just good habits, right? And yeah, you will be ahead of a lot of people. With that being said, I mean, that's basically what I wanted to talk about today. And I probably could have talked about that in a much shorter time. It's already been 19 minutes. But it's kind of nice. I feel like I could just talk forever. I don't know. It's and sometimes I'm like, this is such a problem. Like I'm just yapping on about the same things on and on. But at the same time, it's kind of nice because I don't feel like I really run out of things to say too much. Um, I mean, sometimes, yeah, in the moment, like, what do I say? But yeah, I'm gonna just stay live for a while. Like, I don't really have a ton to do in the next half an hour. I do want to do a workout, obviously, later today, and I need to do a few other things. Actually, I need to apply to jobs soon, because I am moving to Canada in about a month, which is crazy. You can probably see here. I have like a bunch of boxes and stuff that I'm actually just leaving here at my parents' until I figure out what I want to do with my stuff. I'm just taking a suitcase, a few other things. Yeah. So I know the next 90 days for me is gonna go by really fast. Well, I'm just gonna wait here for a little bit, see if anyone shows up. I what I do like about live streams is like it's nice to edit videos and stuff. I can edit out all my uhs and likes and like this right now when I'm thinking of what to say, right? But at the same time, I like live streams because it really shows who the person is, right? It's kind of the most authentic you can be on YouTube is live streams, in my opinion, because you can't fake anything. Like right now, I'm literally live. I mean, sure, I could just end the stream and I could just delete the live stream after, I guess, whatever. But if I don't, people see everything. If people watch live, I can't delete that, right? We had like one person pop in around the 12, 13-minute mark. Someone saw it. Maybe it was a subscriber, maybe it wasn't. I opened the chat up to anyone because I thought, okay, maybe maybe that would mean YouTube would recommend me more. Another weird thing is when I make the thumbnails for live streams on desktop, it makes them extremely fuzzy, like extremely fuzzy. And when I download them from Canva, which is where I make all my thumbnails, they are like very clear. They're like my regular thumbnails. They're not fuzzy or anything, but they're really fuzzy. I think it's something just to do with live streaming, maybe. Ah, I even thought maybe the live streaming wasn't available on mobile because I'm not 18 yet, or 18 in a month. But that's not true because I think you only have to be 16. But yeah, just like if I go back here and I go, oh, sorry, I go here, like it's about to go live, and then it pops up with that. Try creating more shorts to reach 50 subscribers and unlock live streaming. Oh. Well, what should I talk about? I started listening to a podcast today, and it's about, well, not about anything really. Sorry, that was like what? Can't even think. See, this is the thing about live streams. It's like perfect. It's completely authentic. I can't cut that out and restart it, right? I do like that part. Uh, I love live streams, but it'd be cool if more people were here so that it'd be more interesting. talk about things. Anyway, started listening to podcast. Um, the Diary of a CEO. So a very recent one, and it's like a debate between three people on like the meaning of life, or if life has meaning, something like that. Something to do with meaning of life, right? And purpose and stuff like that. And it's between a atheist, a Christian, and a spiritual believer or something. But yeah, it's really interesting conversation. Very nice debate. People are all respectful of each other, and yeah, it's not like personally attacking the other people. They just all have different views and opinions. Anyway, it's like 3 hours long, so I guess I could actually drop the link in the chat. I just thought of that. Like, if I'm talking about something, I can just put the link in the chat for the video. Like, hey, this is just the podcast that I've been listening to, right? Um, wait, I'm actually going to try that because I believe when people rewatch this, it's a live chat replay, so it will come up at the right time. So, a podcast that I was just listening to that I was talking about is this one. See if that works. Yeah, that's cool. I guess I should see if it actually goes to the place. Yeah, it does. Cool. Maybe maybe YouTube will see that I have some messages in the chat, and it'll recommend me to more people. What time is it? Okay. Um. Yeah. Anyway, that's the podcast I was listening to. It is quite deep, which I like, and I really something I've been trying to improve a lot is my communication, uh, because I think that's one of the most important things on my channel with what I talk about. It's not so much my editing or maybe a little bit the thumbnails and titles, of course. I'm not saying that I should do no editing or really bad editing. Just the biggest thing is communicating the message that I'm trying to get across. Uh, and I think one of the ways that you can improve communication is not necessarily through reading or trying to learn more vocabulary. I think it's actually just listening to communicators speak. Listen to people who know how to talk, like Jordan Peterson, for example, or even it doesn't even have to be that like high level speech. Just probably older, maybe they have a podcast or they're on a podcast and they just know how to speak their thoughts and stuff. Um, Another one's like Chris Williamson. His podcasts are good, and he speaks pretty good as well. So like, yeah, when you listen to those people, I think the more you listen to them, the more subconsciously you start talking how they talk, or at least thinking how they talk, right? So that's kind of, I think, the best way that I'm going to try to communicate better in my videos and stuff. Um, yeah. Well, if you want more info on how to get ahead of 99% of people this year, I'll go ahead and put the video that I made yesterday, or I edited it today, but I filmed it yesterday. perfect. Go ahead and send that, and I will pin that to the top. Perfect. So that is the YouTube video that I made, how to get ahead of 99% of people before 2026. And yeah, it's kind of what I was talking about in the beginning. Well, most of the stream, actually. I believe in an hour and 15 minutes. Yeah, an hour and 15 minutes. Or no, 2 hours and 15 minutes. Iman Ghazi's doing episode 2 of his live series that he's been doing, the Make Money Online Challenge 2.0. I watched maybe like half the first one. I think I'm going to get the most value out of the second one, so I do want to watch a bit of this one, a bit of this one that's coming out today. It'll be cool. I did not sign up for VIP. I almost did though. I almost did. But honestly, I don't know. I just didn't want to really at the end of the day. Yeah. Anyway, I am 55 minutes through that podcast. So, still a long way to go. So it's 3 hours and 20 minutes, which is crazy. Like I said, yeah, the host is, well, it's Diary of a CEO. So the host is Stephen Bartlett. And the people on there are, I don't know two of them. The other guy I've heard of, Dr. K or Healthy Gamer. He's like a psychiatrist or something. I don't know. Or therapist. I don't know. Or doctor, I guess. But yeah, it's pretty interesting so far. Yeah. So basically, at the end of the day, now is the best time to improve before 2026 because then on January 1st, 2026, you have your goals, you're all motivated, but you also have a big advantage because you are the person who's already disciplined and focused because you put in that effort in the next 3 months. Um, and yeah, that will probably give you a massive boost to your goals. Super. Yeah. I'm gonna have to end off the stream soon. I'm not sure, but I might be doing a call with a friend. He has like a community. He does weekly calls. This is my watch background. It's like the inside of not a G wagon. It was actually a Maybach. I think. Yeah, it was a Maybach, and it was for sale somewhere in Canada, I think. And I saw the inside. I was like, oh my gosh, that's such a nice inside. It's like the white steering wheel, that the wooden accents, like the silver. It just looks so like old money style, right? Another thing that would be good to do in the next 90 days, um, to set yourself up for success in 2026 would be to make sure that you're around the right people. Uh, to make sure you're around people who actually are into self improvement as well. Like they're not, they encourage you and support you, not like in a weird way. Just they're not talking down to you or saying that you can't achieve your goals, right? Um, and if you have no one like that, then Improvement Club might be for you. Shameless self plug here, but it's a community that I started a little while ago. We have 3 members in there already, including me, and yeah, we come together every week on a group call, talk about what we achieved, what we want to achieve in the next week, and we could just talk about self improvement in general. And you're just basically hanging around people who are actually into self improvement, and that is like the best thing that you can do, honestly, in your self improvement journey. Because yes, of course, it's self improvement. Only you can improve yourself, but you'll be so much more disciplined and focused if you are improving with other people. And so, yeah, that's why I created that. You can also, there's also like one-to-one calls with me if you'd like. Um, and I also just made a course in there that's included for free. And the course is like, I didn't know what to call it, so I just called it the Good Mood Blueprint. But basically, it's how you can stay in a good mood like 99% of the time. Um, so I just put that in there. I have a plan of making 2 more courses this year, and those will be included for free inside of Improvement Club. Uh, but yeah, I believe it was Alex Hormozy said the greatest skill is to be in a good mood, even when there's nothing to be in a good mood about. And I do agree with that. And it's something I've been working on a lot this past year, is just figuring out how to just enjoy my life more, uh, whether or not I have certain things, right? Um, because honestly, you should keep striving for more, but you shouldn't have goals that are like your happiness or your well-being is defined on those goals. I don't think that's good in my personal opinion. So it's like I want a Lamborghini and I'm not going to enjoy my life until I have a Lamborghini. It's like that's not a good way to do it. You can figure out how to enjoy your life now, but you can still be like I want a Lamborghini someday. Um, you'll be so much more focused, and if you're enjoying life, it's easy to keep working and stuff. But yeah, that's why I made the course, and it's in Improving Club, of course, which is linked in the description. But with that being said, I think that is going to wrap up this live stream. It was fun. There was like a few people who showed up here and there. Hopefully, more people show up later. I think what I'll do. I didn't do this too well since I can't stream on mobile, which is really annoying. But yeah, next time what I'll do is schedule the stream a little bit farther in advance. It'll be on my channel for a while, so people can turn on notifications or whatever. And I also didn't notify my Discord community that I was going live, but whatever. Um, Which, by the way, yeah, if you do, I do also have the Discord community. That's completely free. Not selling you anything. I love to, oops, love to see you in there. Um, it's just self-movement community. You can post your goals, post your habits, uh, see what other people are working on and stuff. But yeah, with that being said, I think that's gonna end off this stream. So as always, you're capable. Keep it moving.